E.N.D here. Fallout: The Next Universes Beyond set introduced us a new mechanic, radiation. Radiation means that at the beginning of the pre-combat main phase, a player must mill a card for each rad counter they have. For each non-land card milled this way, they lose 1 life and remove a rad counter. A rad counter is a counter that, unlike most other counters, is placed on players rather than objects, similar to poison. Rad counters may strengthen cards but come with the risk of death by radiation. But how do you play radiation and rad counters? Let's build our battlefield. Let's put my deck in play. Let's put it there. And I'm going to cast one of the Fallout commanders, the Wise Mothman, for 1 black, 1 green and 1 blue. 3/3 with flying. Enters the battlefield or attacks, each player gets a rad counter. The Wise Mothman, it's a normal creature spell, therefore when casted, it will go on the stack. There can be a counter, there can be a response, nothing happens and it will hit the battlefield. As the Wise Mothman hits the battlefield, its ETB enters the battlefield ability will trigger and each player, including myself, will get a rad counter. At the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, because I have a rad counter, the radiation ability will trigger, and because I have 1 rad counter, I will mill 1 card. For each non-land card milled this way, I will lose 1 life and a rad counter. It's a land, I am safe, I will not lose any life and neither any rad counters. It's again my turn, and because I still have a rad counter, the radiation ability will trigger, and again, because I have 1 rad counter, I will mill 1 card. It's a creature, therefore I will lose 1 life and I will also get rid of my rad counter. Another scenario, let's say one of my opponent had a Feral Ghoul, another Fallout creature, with 3+1/+1 counters on it, making it a 5/5. This Feral Ghoul is destroyed and therefore each opponent will get a number of rad counters equal to its power. For this tutorial, it's 5. At the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, because I have at least a rad counter, 5 rad counters to be precisely, the radiation ability will trigger, and because, as said, I have 5 rad counters, I will mill 5 cards. Again, for each non-land card milled this way, I will lose 1 life and a rad counter. It's a land, so no life. It's a sorcery, 1 life and 1 rad counter. It's a creature, 1 life and 1 rad counter. It's a land, no life, no rad counters. Sol Ring, 1 life and 1 rad counter. Don't forget, the Wise Mothman ability will pump your creatures whenever you mill a non-land card. Some notes: radiation will trigger once at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, irrespective how many rad counters you have. At the beginning of each player's pre-combat main phase that at least has 1 rad counter will need to face the consequences of the radiation mechanic. If a player doesn't have rad counters, radiation will not trigger. The proliferate mechanic can be used to increase rad counters that a player may have. Use that wisely. Same applies for spells and abilities similar to Voronez's Monstrous Rider that can double or prevent rad counters creation. So this is how you play radiation and rad counters. Honestly, it's a perfect mechanic related to the Fallout franchise. Hopefully you don't get burned out there. Leave me a comment. What do you think about this mechanic? What do you think about Fallout Universes Beyond set? And as always, subscribe for my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.